For 10 years, this man gave his girlfriend everything, only to end up bleeding out on the street, betrayed by her and her new lover. He couldn't understand. He had worshipped her for a decade, all because of an anonymous love letter she sent him in school that saved him from despair. But his cruel girlfriend just laughs. She asks her new lover if she ever wrote him a letter. She never did. She screams that she would never write to a loser like him. The man is in shock. He insists the handwriting was hers. And for all those years, she never denied it. She coldly replies that she never admitted it either. Seeing him fade, she decides to tell him the truth. The love letter, the water after sports class, the birthday gifts, they were all from another girl. The kind girl who had a stutter. Her new lover adds that this was the same girl who was framed for stealing at her family store. And in her shame, she got into a dreadful accident and became paralyzed. The cruel girlfriend then pulls out a jade pendant. It was a gift from the kind girl to the devoted man, but the girlfriend took it for herself, because this pendant was the key to proving she was the long-lost granddaughter of the city's richest man, an identity that actually belonged to the kind girl. Just then, the kind girl appears in her wheelchair. She rushes to his side as he lays dying, but it's too late. The cruel girlfriend and her lover get in their car and speed directly towards them. The man wakes up with a jolt. He's in his old-school cafeteria, 10 years in the past. His cruel girlfriend is screaming at him for being slow. He looks at her face, the face of the woman who destroyed him, and he realizes he's been reborn. But he suddenly remembers a terrible truth. The kind girl, in his past life, had already died to save him. After the fatal accident, the doctor told her she had less than an hour to live. But then she heard even worse news. The man she loved had also been in a second accident. His heart was severely damaged, and he was about to die. So, with her last breath, she made a final wish to donate her heart to him. She held his hand and closed her eyes in peace. Back in the present, he sees her sitting there, safe and sound, and his heart is filled with emotion. But before he can do anything, his cruel girlfriend and her friends start humiliating him, mocking him for being late to her birthday lunch and calling him a poor loser. His girlfriend even orders him to stand aside and serve her like a servant. But they don't know the man in front of them is no longer the weak person they can bully. He swears to himself he will make them pay 1,000, 1,000,000 times over for what they did to the kind girl and to him. He stares at them coldly and says, "Are you my dogs? Waiting for me to feed you?" He roars at them for daring to hurt the kind girl. Just moments before, he had called his cruel ex-girlfriend and her friends dogs, waiting to be fed. She is furious, screaming that he's gone insane. But he simply asks if she'd rather be a beggar instead. Then he turns his back on her and walks away. He sees the kind girl eating a simple bowl of noodles all by herself. He remembers it's her birthday too. So he takes the cake his ex demanded and places it in front of the kind girl. The ex-girlfriend sees this and explodes with rage. She storms over, screaming that the cake is hers, and calls the kind girl a stuttering loser who doesn't deserve it. The kind girl is terrified and tries to give the cake back, but the reborn man stops her. He taunts his ex, pretending to offer her a spoonful, only to pull it away at the last second. He tells her if she wants cake, she can buy it herself. Then, he gently feeds the first bite to the kind girl. The new lover steps in, revealing that the man is just a poor student who only gets to go to school because the cruel girlfriend pays for him, but the man just smirks. He asks his ex if she dares to admit the credit card is hers. She hesitates. The cruel girlfriend completely misreads the situation. She thinks he's just using the kind girl to get her attention. She and her friends begin to viciously mock the kind girl, calling her a tramp who uses her innocent act to seduce men. The bullying is too much. The kind girl breaks down in tears and tries to run. But the reborn man grabs her, pulls her behind him, and delivers a powerful slap right across the bully's face. He watched as his girlfriend framed an innocent girl for theft, and in his past life, he did nothing. Now, he's been given a second chance. Back in the present, his cruel ex-girlfriend is in shock. He actually hit her. She tries to regain control, offering to pretend it never happened if he apologizes. Her new lover steps in, threatening to have her cancel his scholarship and fire him from his part-time job, leaving him homeless on the street. But the mention of his job triggers a horrifying memory. He realizes today is the day it all went wrong. He remembers how his ex and her friends bullied the kind girl in the cafeteria. And later that day, at the convenience store where he worked, his ex planted stolen goods in the kind girl's bag, framing her in front of everyone. In his past life, he saw it all, but he was a coward. He stayed silent, and his silence led to the kind girl's ruin, a tragic accident, and a lifetime of paralysis. But not this time. He shoves his ex-girlfriend's hand away, determined to change their fate. As he leaves, she screams that she'll never forgive him. He rushes to the convenience store. He knows the kind girl, an orphan with no money, comes here to eat the free food samples. He will wait, and this time, he will protect her. Suddenly, he sees her walk through the door. He corners the innocent girl, pretending to be a hero, but he's actually trying to stop a terrible future he's already lived through. He watches as she enters the store. Her clothes are worn and she looks exhausted. She heads straight for the free food samples, the only meal she can afford. The reborn man takes out his phone and starts recording. He knows his cruel ex-girlfriend could arrive at any moment to frame her. He has to act now. He startles her, causing her to stumble into him. He grabs her bag and pulls down her hoodie, pretending it was an accident. Then he pins her against the shelves, asking what a girl like her is doing, sneaking around He remembers his past life, how terrified she always was, and how he stood by and did nothing. He will not fail her again. He grabs her hand and pulls her into a back room. He shows her the video he took, threatening to tell her teachers that she was stealing. She begs him not to. He says there's only one way to prove her innocence. Empty her bag. He has to make sure there's nothing in it before his ex arrives. She nervously dumps out the contents. Only a few free samples fall out, but he knows something is wrong. Her bag still looks heavy. He warns her that this entire convenience store belongs to his family, and he won't tolerate thieves. Panicked, she empties her pockets. Still nothing. He knows she must be hiding something else. Something crucial. He tells her if she won't cooperate, he'll have to search her himself. Terrified, she clutches her chest, revealing a hidden jade pendant. He just found out the jade pendant his ex-girlfriend stole is the key to her immense fortune, and the kind girl is wearing an identical one. Terrified, she insists she didn't steal it, and that she has nothing else. He threatens to search her himself, and she finally relents, unzipping her hoodie to reveal the pendant. It's the same one from his past life, the one his ex used to steal the kind girl's identity as a rich heiress. But as she pulls down her shirt, he sees a large heart-shaped birthmark on her shoulder, and in that moment, everything changes. He realizes he's been a fool. His butlers suddenly arrive with a mountain of expensive gifts. The kind girl is confused, but the reborn man tells the butler to give them all to her. He then takes the birthday cake and wishes her a happy birthday. His butler is overjoyed, relieved that he's finally over his toxic ex. The kind girl is overwhelmed. She's never received a gift before. She thinks it's all a mistake, that the gifts are from his ex-girlfriend's money. But he pulls out a receipt, proving he bought them with his own money. He then reveals a shocking secret. His ex-girlfriend isn't a rich heiress at all. Her parents are just employees at his family's company, and he was the one funding her lavish lifestyle. He tells the kind girl that he was blind before, but now he sees the truth, and he knows who he truly loves. He remembers their past life, how her heart now beats in his chest, and he's filled with a new purpose. The kind girl tries to refuse the gifts, but he insists, threatening once again to expose her for stealing if she doesn't accept them. He then tells his butler to wait with her while he goes to personally pick out some more presents. He knows he has to make up for a lifetime of neglect, and he's determined to give her the world. This woman just discovered millions of dollars worth of luxury gifts, but they're not for her. The kind girl is hesitant to accept the gifts, but the butler insists, telling her she'll break the young master's heart if she refuses. So she goes to the dressing room to try on her new clothes. Meanwhile, the cruel ex-girlfriend and her friends arrive at the mall. She tells them to pick out whatever they want because her rich boyfriend owns the place. But her new lover warns her not to go too crazy. He knows her ex is furious and might cut her off. Back in the lounge, the ex-girlfriend sees the pile of luxury bags and jewelry. She assumes they're all for her, an apology from her loyal dog of an ex-boyfriend. She starts trying on the multi-million-dollar jade bracelet, but the butler stops her. He tells her to put it down. She's confused, but he clarifies, the gifts are not for her. They are for the kind girl. The ex-girlfriend is furious. She can't believe her loyal servant would defy her. But the butler stands firm. His master's orders were clear. She thought he was a poor loser, but it turns out he's a secret billionaire. The cruel ex-girlfriend refuses to believe the gifts are for the kind girl. She thinks her ex is just playing a game to win her back. She puts on the multi-million-dollar jade bracelet and starts grabbing the other luxury items. But the butler stops her again, telling her the clothes are custom-made for the kind girl. Suddenly, the kind girl walks out in her new outfit. The butler is stunned. He tells her she looks like an angel, but the ex-girlfriend is furious. She screams that it's impossible. She attacks the kind girl, trying to rip the new clothes off her. The butler shoves her away, pushing her so hard she hits him. Just then, the new lover arrives. He sees the kind girl surrounded by luxury gifts, and the ex-girlfriend's friends tell him they're all from her rich family. The butler steps in once more, telling them all the gifts are from the reborn man, for the kind girl. The new lover laughs, saying it's impossible. He claims the reborn man is just a poor student who depends on the ex-girlfriend for money. But the kind girl finally speaks up and reveals the truth. The reborn man isn't the poor one, the ex-girlfriend is. The new lover is in complete shock. What? She thought he was a poor loser, but it turns out she's the one who's been a fraud all along. The kind girl finally speaks up, revealing to everyone that the cruel ex-girlfriend is the one who's poor, and the reborn man has been paying for her lifestyle this whole time. The friends are in shock. They thought she was a rich heiress. The kind girl even has proof. A note with the reborn man's handwriting on it. Her new lover recognizes the writing immediately. But the ex-girlfriend isn't listening. She's staring at the jade pendant around the kind girl's neck. Suddenly, she remembers a newspaper article she saw. The city's richest man was searching for his long-lost granddaughter, and the only clue was an identical jade pendant. An evil plan forms in her mind. If she can get that pendant, she can steal the kind girl's identity and become the real heiress. She lunges at the kind girl, accusing her of being a thief. She rips the pendant from her neck, but in the struggle, it flies from her hand and shatters on the floor. The kind girl is devastated. It was the last thing her parents left her. As she tries to pick up the broken pieces, the sharp edges slice into her hands. Meanwhile, the reborn man is on a shopping spree for the kind girl. He tells the store clerk he doesn't want just a few items, he wants the entire store. But then he gets a phone call. It's the butler, telling him what's happened. He's furious. He orders all security to rush to the scene and swears that if his ex-girlfriend has hurt the kind girl in any way, He'll make her pay. To save the man she loves, she kneels and confesses to a crime she didn't commit. The kind girl's precious jade pendant is broken, but the cruel ex-girlfriend still has a piece. The new lover mocks her, saying she could never afford something so valuable. He thinks the reborn man stole it for her, and offers to let them go if she admits it. But the kind girl stands her ground. She knows her love is innocent, so the ex-girlfriend offers her a deal. Kneel and confess to being a thief, and she'll return the last piece of the pendant. She knows the pendant is worthless to them now, but it's the only thing the kind girl has left of her parents. The reborn man's entire security team arrives. He's on his way. The kind girl remembers his kindness, how he's the only one who's ever remembered her birthday. She can't let him go to jail for her. So, with tears in her eyes, she gets on her knees and confesses to being a thief. The bullies laugh and record her humiliation. Just as the ex-girlfriend is about to return the pendant, she changes her mind. She dangles it over the kind girl's bleeding hand and lets it drop.